Hey.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Hey. Welcome, everybody.
Hey.
I'm your girl, Rachel J. And we are on Intellectual Radio. And we have an awesome cast here today. We have... Woo-hoo! Hey, y'all don't, because I've been tripping, okay, just talking to him about this low coming up. So, yeah. but yes, we are on the scene, and we have the wonderful, beautiful cast and the writer and director of King David's Prayer, which is a biblical story. If y'all don't know, if y'all read the Bible, get you some Jesus. Get you some Jesus. So King David's Prayer, which is oh my gosh, it's so much. So it's a biblical story.
Yeah, it's the love affair of King David and Bathsheba.
Yes. So we're gonna get into that, but first let me introduce all these beautiful people, because you know I love my beautiful people. We are on the scene with Mr. Gerald Hall, who is the writer, producer, and director of King David's Prayer. We have his lovely wife, Karen, here.
Hi, my name is Karen McGee.
Yeah!
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
She's my movie wife.
Right. Movie wife. Not gonna get nobody in trouble right now.
Let's straighten that out real quick.
That's my bad.
Rep all on the radio.
Look, blame Rachel J. You know, this whole prayer got me all over this salaciousness up in here got me tripping. Okay?
Oh my God.
My bad.
Shout out to Darlene Elaine Hall, my wife of 33 years.
Darlene, we love you.
I got a lot of stage wives, but I only got one real wife.
Lord forgive me. Don't come after me, church. Don't come after me. I love the Lord.
All right.
So we got a stage wife, Karen, and then we got the beautiful Veronica up in the building. Yeah, listen,
I'm very happy to be here.
Hey! And then we got the talented Mr. Patty Pat, Mr. Patrick.
You know what it is.
Yes, and me and Patrick go back. We were in the stage play roomies together last year. So, so I'm so very proud of him and everything that he's doing. So let's let's dive in to this King David's Prayer. You know, you were giving us a little synopsis. I'll let you go ahead because I don't want to,
Well, this is a musical saga, and basically, King David is, if you read the Bible, he's a character. It was said of him that he was a man after God's own heart.
Mm-hmm.
This is God's man,
right?
That God took from a shepherd boy and made him king, and gave him everything he wanted. And King David had many wives. But he checked out this one sister. And he looked a little too long. He looked a little too long. At first he started wondering. Then he started dreaming. Then he started pursuing. And he sent this girl Day for it.
Yeah, that's me.
Hold on, let's pause. Y'all, we got a day in the Bible. In the Bible.
The creative license.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We put a little twerk on you know what I'm saying, the Bible story. So we got day. So let's explain who Day is before we move on with the story. Kind of give a little backdrop.
Okay, well you know how everybody has the homie from back in the day, and when they gonna come up, they take the homie with them. So Day used to hang with David back when he was watching the sheep.
Yeah, that's
So when he got that king call, she said, "Yo, Dave, hook me up, man."
What up, Day? Come on over here.
Come on, Day. I'll make you my cupbearer.
Yeah.
So she pours the wine for him.
And drinks the wine.
Yeah. Take you some wine right now.
You take me out the ghetto, but the ghetto's not out of me.
Yes, Day is played by Veronica.
Veronica Dillard.
Yes.
So that's already exciting. I'm like, what Day got?
Oh, she killed it.
Oh, she does.
Yes.
She does some improv.
She does.
Oh my goodness.
She does.
And hey, guess what? We are giving away tickets.
That's right.
Make sure you call us at 708-223-8953. Once again, that's because I know y'all ain't listening like you're supposed to. 708-223-8953. Call us, call us, pick our brains, ask questions.
Let me give a disclaimer. Don't none of my family call. Y'all got to buy some tickets. I'll call the radio station, get the free ticket. I'm your brother, your cousin, your man.
Right.
Don't try to win the free. Let other folk win the free. You buy your ticket.
Yes.
I'm already giving you a discount.
Right.
So no family members can call. Don't give your neighbor to call either. Okay. So I'm very excited, and I'll be there. So with my producer Marbra.
Hey.
Like Twix.
Marbra was in my movie Catfish Fillets.
Yeah,
Marbra was in Catfish Fillets in the exercise
fish.
scene.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm hungry. Bring some of that catfish with you.
I tell you one, we can go out and have some catfish.
Okay. Stop playing with me. Look. I got the mind of an ox. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that catfish.
Oh, we got the joint. When you come over to the south side, we'll hook you up.
Okay.
We got the joint. They got the fire catfish. You remember when we the other time we had to film it.
Yes, it was really good.
We got the catfish joint.
Mm.
And it wasn't sharks. It wasn't
No.
shrimps.
JJ's, no?
No.
JJ.
You said
No hair.
So can you imagine rehearsal with these folks?
I'm like, how do y'all get anything done? Okay.
I still come to rehearsals with the meals.
Yeah. Oh my
It definitely
goodness.
still
Forever
happens.
eating.
I'm
You're on the
sorry.
go.
I try, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, it never works out.
But wait till you see him. Oh my God.
I am so excited. And speaking of this man who's always eating and always on the run, we have Mr. Patrick Deal, who's also going to be in the play. Can you tell us about your role and how you got involved?
Okay, so I play Amnon in the story. Those who don't know the story, they'll find out when they see the show. But it's I will say it's probably one of my most challenging roles because of what he is. So it was, and because of the time that we're in right now, it was kind of difficult for me to actually kind of like own that and not judge so who this character is. But all in all, I took the role on and put kind of my all in it and just committed really strongly. You know how
so professional.
Look at him.
I don't want to judge my character.
I drop all this doing my
Right.
Actually, you want to judge.
That's
He's killing the role.
I mean, I appreciate people kind of like saying, like giving me the compliment to it's a very serious role. And I don't want to mock whatever the undertones that it brings. So
Now we're trying to not give too much of the story.
Gotcha. Yes.
Sure.
But if you're a Bible scholar and you just go to the Bible,
just look up that name. You'll see.
You look up the name and you see what he does.
Look it up. Okay.
And I do commit, guys. So don't just
don't judge me.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Yes. So this is like a Hamilton style musical.
Yes.
Biblical musical, which is very interesting. And then we're talking about this torrid salacious.
Yeah. You can grab that word, girl.
Yes, sir.
You can grab that word.
This salacious mic is all over. So a salacious torrid affair between David and Bathsheba.
Who is married to Uriah, the Hittite.
Wow.
By the way, Kiana's on live right now.
Kiana, who plays Bathsheba, she's on live.
She plays Bathsheba, does a wonderful job. She's got an amazing voice, girl.
Oh my goodness, girl! I'm gonna be watching on the 28th. I got you.
I mean, the cast that I have makes me look like a casting genius. I mean, folks gonna say, "Ooh, that boy know how to cast them roles."
Yes,
because it's like we got people who are the perfect fit.
Yeah.
And we're having a good time. We're having a good time working on it. We wrote 12 songs for this production.
What?
So you guys are gonna get some music. It's gonna be real nice. probably every genre of music that you can think of is in this production.
I'm so excited.
So
I'm just saying it in the
so
audience.
like I said,
It's
that's one thing we can promise you. We probably will be going home singing one or two of the songs. That's our goal, to have you go home from beginning to end. Yeah,
I love musicals. Yes, I know I'm excited. And just to let you guys know, this is going to be on Saturday, April the 28th at 7 p.m. You know, doors open at 6:30 p.m. It's going to be at Prairie State College. You know, if you don't know where it is, look it up now. I ain't doing all the work for it.
It's nice, y'all. It's nice.
You know what? We're going to do a special treat. If we can get 10 people to chime in and call in and say, do put your V's up. We're going to do that for you.
Yes.
Okay, we need 10 people to come on and say, do put your V's up. And we're going to do it for you. You got to have
put your V's up.
Okay.
V's up.
Don't do it yet. Wait for the 10 folks to
stretching my neck, you know. Yeah, I got kinks in my body.
Okay. So we're going to keep count on how many folks join in.
Yes,
and once 10 of you guys join in saying put your V's up, we're going to do that for you guys. So give you all a sneak peek.
Yes. Ooh, I like sneak peeks. Yeah. So 708-223-8953. Once again, that's 708-223-8953. Call us, you know, ask questions, say hi, let us know who you are.
Yes.
You know, because we're here for you guys. You know, Mr. Hall is putting on these plays and these stage plays, you know, to get the message out, you know, and to entertain and he's a minister as well.
Yes.
You know, he wears a lot of hats, y'all. He writing, he doing movies, you know, stage plays, he writing music. So it's like, what else do you do?
Well,
are you an agent, secret agent? the third Men in Black. Okay.
You know what? We do what we got to do.
Yes.
To get things done. So yeah, I believe in having multiple streams of income.
Yes.
So we're working on some other things as well. So we're very thankful for the privilege.
Right.
And let me say that again. It's a privilege. I'll say the third time. It's a privilege.
It's a privilege
to be able to create productions, to act in productions, to be able to write music and have people sing your music, and to see your work come alive.
Yes.
That's a privilege, and I don't want anyone taking this for granted. Taking this industry for granted, taking what we do for granted.
Right.
We ain't big yet, but little ain't got me.
Right.
Okay, I'm still pressing for the big.
Yes.
So, but don't despise small beginnings.
There you go.
Okay.
Give me some. Give me some.
That's the word.
And don't be like that little fairy tale or nursery rhyme where the chicken trying to make the bread, and she said, "Who gonna help me thresh the wheat? Nobody. Who gonna help me knead it? Nobody. Who gonna help me?" But soon as the cookies bake, everybody won't get in line.
Exactly.
Get them biscuits.
Oh wait.
But no, we need you guys right now. Don't let my train get to moving too fast, because then it's gonna be harder to get on.
Talk.
The train moving. While the train moving kind of slow, you can hop on, but grab on now. Wow. Once it start moving, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna cost you a little more.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. Yes.
All praise. All right.
Help on tonight.
With the offering basket. Okay.
Give what you give.
No, but I take this very seriously that this is a privilege for us to even be entrusted to take a story like this and to present it. And we want to present because you're going to laugh, you're going to sing, you're going to dance, but you're going to get a message.
Right.
There you go.
And the message of this is that after all this man did, God still kept his promises. Because God made him some heavy duty promises. All he did.
Amen.
Because God has promised all of us some things.
Yes.
And sometimes we get out here and we jack stuff up.
Yeah.
But if we ask for forgiveness, and that's one thing about David, as soon as he did wrong, and he was caught.
Mm-hmm.
he didn't confess till he got caught.
Right.
But once he got caught, he just gave it on up and he asked for forgiveness. And yet, God still kept his promises.
Yes.
So that's something that we all can be excited about. So
Amen.
we all fall
Amen.
short.
Yes.
But God gonna keep his promises to us.
There you
Always.
go.
All right.
And look, and it teaches us about love.
It
Yeah.
You
does.
know,
It does.
I didn't understand the true meaning of love until I, got saved and truly understood
Yeah,
that
Amen.
love is
Amen.
unconditional,
Unconditional.
literally.
Right.
Mhm.
Amen.
You know, and when you love like God loves,
Mm.
then you really do look beyond the faults and see the need.
Yes, and love hides a
Amen.
multitude of faults.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
And that's
so
how marriages can stay together too.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Because love has a
33
multitude of faults.
years,
I mean,
okay?
I got 33
not
years.
33 months.
That's
Okay.
right. And my wife got thousands of faults.
Right. you better stop it.
My wife got thousands of faults.
Call in, I'll whoop
And
him.
I
Give me a bell.
still, and I still,
Thousands of what? Oh,
and I
wow.
still love her.
And how many?
Amen.
And
you got?
she loved me in spite of my 3 faults.
Right.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's a vast difference.
Okay.
All 3.
No,
Right.
that's a little joke I tell her. When she probably heard wives and stuff, and she probably knew that was coming.
Right.
Mm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
But that's very key to a marriage, having a sense of humor.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
Yes.
And the young lady next to me, she's not my wife. She's not my wife.
Not
Nice
Mr. Hall's
Now,
wife.
she played my wife in another movie that
Right.
we're doing.
Right.
But she's actually the first wife
Right.
Okay.
of King David. She's
Yeah.
Michael,
Oh.
Yeah.
daughter of Israel's first king, Saul.
King
Mm.
Saul.
Yeah.
Her father.
Okay.
King Saul.
Yeah.
Her father.
Yes. Oh, man, I'm like, don't y'all just put on a little act for me right now. Grab the popcorn. I'm ready.
But this is an excellent story to do.
I love
It's
it.
been something that has been on my heart to do for a while. I've had a lot of people encouraging us, say, why don't you do a Bible story? Do a Bible.
Yeah.
And those who were encouraging me, y'all still ain't got y'all ticket yet. Get y'all
Talk,
tickets.
talk,
Get
talk
y'all
some.
tickets and come check this
Call
out.
that number.
And and we've been blessed already. We've been asked to come to Joliet on Mother's
Oh,
Day
wow.
and do a performance of King David's
Oh,
Prayer.
that's awesome.
So we
Guys,
want
opening
to
doors.
sell out
Yeah.
on April 28th.
Yes,
We
yes.
want not an empty
4
seat
days
in there.
after my birthday.
And then we'll be back in Joliet on May 13th, 4 days
Okay.
after her birthday.
Okay. So when God put it on your heart to do the story, was it always going to be like the musical, or did that come about later on?
No, I actually did this as a church back in 1991.
What year was that? What year was that?
Back
What was
in
that,
nine-
Mr. Hall?
Back in 1989, and it actually got me on my journey to writing
So
stage
this is the
productions.
beginning.
Yeah, this is a skit that I did for our choir in 89. So now it's like full circle.
Wow.
So we took that story, we expanded it, we turned it into a musical,
Mm-hmm.
inspired by the musical Hamilton, and we said we would do this production, and it's probably been the most challenging stage production that we've done because it's singing and it's dancing
Yes.
and the challenge was to make it biblically accurate
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right.
while at the same time making it entertaining.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have the old school costuming.
Yeah.
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 None of the guys will be wearing pants because pants wasn't in there. There wasn't no pants back then.
Right,
So
right.
for the sisters, y'all want to see some legs. Y'all want to see some of these
Come on
brothers'
through.
legs.
Come on through.
And
Like
then,
Definitely gonna come on through.
we're gonna have the old school dialect, but contemporary
Really?
attitude.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Especially
So-
with that.
Yeah. Okay. With a name like that, I cannot wait to see this day.
Yeah.
You're gonna be showing out.
But the contemporary language that's also kind of mixed in with the biblical language.
Right.
It makes for the example for the what's the word I'm looking for? The exemplary details are in the story because
Right.
sometimes it can get
Yeah.
Really,
Lost.
really detailed,
Right.
and having that as a lot of the entertainment and the humor and a lot of relativity to like what we hear all the time. So
Yeah,
just every time in rehearsals, I'm just like, man, this is hilarious.
It
like,
is.
just
but then if you now let me for the church, okay, if you come there
Church film.
and you're saying I want to see just how accurate it is, we accurate.
The Saints.
Right.
Okay, we accurate. So
Sprinkle that on.
Hey.
however, we're going to present this in a contemporary, in a contemporary attitude. So it's yet still entertaining and edutaining.
Right. Which it's necessary because look, it's not about just appeasing the people in the church. It's about going outside those doors.
That's right.
We get too caught up in you know what I'm saying, to where we forget who we're ministering to.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and this story, the story is so full of what happens today: cheating, lying, deceit.
That's right.
You know, so how do we address and handle those things, and how do you deal in a relationship where you love the person there's been infidelity and you still want to stay there?
Right.
So it's just like, how do you deal with those issues? And maybe people can walk away with something, you know, that they can grasp onto that can help them moving forward. This ain't just about, you know, Jesus wasn't just sitting up in somebody's temple like this.
Right. He wasn't.
He was out amongst the people.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Yes,
The
he
people.
was. Yes, he was.
And he said, "Whoever will be greatest among you shall be the servant."
That's right.
Well,
we have to serve.
It's not about people serving you; it's about you serving
That's
people.
right. That's right.
So why not
Faithful
present
servant.
something?
That's right.
You know,
let's
where
not get it twisted.
anybody can come in there, you know, and get the message, get the because it's not about the entertainment, it's not about the costumes, it's about the underlying message.
Get the message.
Right.
Get the message. You know, God loves you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you've done.
Yes.
God still loves you, and He'll keep His promises.
Yeah.
Amen.
As a matter of fact, we wrote a song called "He Keep His Promises."
Ooh.
That's gonna have y'all dancing at the end.
I like
You gonna dance.
dancing.
You gonna dance.
I like dancing.
We got to give a shout out to the young man that's playing David.
Oh, yes.
Johnny.
Johnny
Johnny is killing.
He is.
David role. He is
The
killing.
first day he read, he
Yeah.
came in
my
and killed
goodness.
it. Yes.
Wow.
Made all of us step up
That
on
was
that.
good.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Wow.
did. Yes,
So
he
tell us
did.
about that whole process, you know, with you know, getting in, stepping in, because you're a writer, you're a director, you're a producer, you know, stepping into the casting director when you just know
I
that.
sweep the floor.
Yes. You know, he do whatever it takes.
Whatever it
Because
takes.
we're gonna get this
That's
out.
right.
But you know what?
Remain humble.
Again, with me, it's a privilege.
Right.
Amen.
And I'm energized
Mm.
when I'm around these young people, and they give me energy,
Yeah.
and I get encouragement to keep pushing forward.
Yes.
You know, keep doing what we do. You know, as soon as even while we're doing King David's Prep,
Mhm.
on the 18th, we're going to be filming our next movie, The Lover.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
then as soon as we wrap King David, about 2 to 3 weeks after that, we'll be doing another movie, The Wife, the Husband, and the Counselors.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us just a little synopsis on those? And
Well, The Lover,
I'm already interested.
the lover, people want to know about real love,
Right.
and people want to know, if you really want to know about real love,
Mm-hmm.
that love which calls you to give up everything that you are
Woo.
to
Yeah.
please the one that you love.
Yes.
But where it comes down to the fact that if you really love gives,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's the essence of love. A lot of people say the opposite of love is hate. No, the real opposite of love is selfishness.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that production, we actually did it on stage before, and now we're committing it to film, and it's I'm expecting people to really come away with a renewed passion for anything that they involved in. They say they love,
Right.
you know. And then the husband, the wife, the husband, and the counselors.
Right.
That deals with married folk. And every marriage has issues.
Right.
Yes.
You know, every marriage has issues. But a lot of times what we do, we talk to the wrong people.
All the time.
So you talking to the wrong folk.
Yeah.
And so you got all kinds of counselors and who have no counseling experience. You know?
Yep.
You run around talking to your boys, and ain't none of your boys got a woman. but they got all the advice.
Right. All the answers.
Yeah.
And before we move on, guys, call in. We at 708-223-8953. We have tickets that we're trying to give away. We're trying to throw up the V. I'm ready.
One of them, put your V's up.
Put your V. Don't pay attention to me because I don't know what's going on. Okay, I just want to see them put the V's up. Okay?
Right.
So yes, 708-223-8953. We're here with Gerald Hall and his awesome cast. You know, his stage wife Karen. We have Veronica, aka Day up in here. Sidekick to King David. And we have Patty Pat. I'm sorry, calling Patty Pat. His name is Patrick. I say whatever I want to say.
And actually, our engineer Wanda was also one of my stage wives.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of stage wives.
Matter of fact, they the same wife.
Wow. Shout out to the stage wives. Hashtag
they're both playing Eileen Love. So Eileen just be changing on the brother.
Keep looking flat. You can't keep up.
Yeah, so guys, call in 708-223-8953. Grab some tickets and just join in on the conversation.
Yes.
You know, this is
We
some
wanna
good
talk
stuff.
to you.
Yes, some good stuff. You know, I wanted to because I'm big on people. You know, even if you don't have the financial resources, even if it's just a dream and a prayer and something written down, I'm big on you taking some type of steps towards, you know, what you're trying to do. So you start off as a minister, right? The ministry was first, or how?
Well, actually,
tell us about your start, because I don't know.
I was raised in church, and my father made us a singing room. There's a lot of halls.
Shoot.
Okay. And when the halls joined the church, we were the church.
Okay.
My mom had 13 kids. And you will see us on Sunday mornings march down to the church. So I started writing when I was about 11 years old, and singing at 8. And when I got 13 or 14, I said I'm never gonna sing no more. So my mama pinched me in church and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, because I wouldn't get. They called me for a solo. Gerald Hall for a solo. Gerald Hall for a solo, and I sat there and she get up. Thought she pinched me, and I still wasn't gonna get up. But I started singing again. I joined a band called New Horizons. Shout out to New Horizons. And we started singing, and we were. I left the band, and then eventually got saved. And once I got into church, I joined our church choir. And the music there, I started writing gospel music, and I wrote a song for our kids choir with my daughter at the time, who was 3 years old. And we wrote a song together, and then I took her to the studio and we recorded the song. And some years later, I got the opportunity to write the skit, David's Prayer. And then after that, a couple of pastors asked me to bring it to their church.
Right.
So then I went to see a stage play, Good Man Is Hard to Find. And a gentleman who wrote it, David.
I'm a witness.
Veronica.
She's the half
So the director, y'all catch this. The director, his name was David Perry, and I wanted to talk to him, ask him about what he did, and he said, man, because I ain't got no sense. I'm asking the man right after the show, you know, how you do this, man? Like he got time to sit down and talk to me.
Right.
But he said, give me your number. I'm gonna call you in a couple of days.
Right.
I'm like, this dude ain't gonna call me.
Right.
He called me.
Wow.
And he stayed on the phone with me for about an hour and a half and answered every question that I had about doing production. So in '93, I wrote my first stage play called Christmas Miracle. And it went off really, really good. I cast it from the community choir I was in. And then in '94, I said, I'm going to write my masterpiece. And I wrote a play called Sing for a Mate. And I tried to talk about everything in that play. I tried to talk about everything in that play. And it ended up being almost a 4-hour play.
Wow. Wow. My God.
So then I took some classes and I went to some workshops and learned how to focus writing better. So then I ended up taking that one Singing for a Mate, and I've written 8 stage plays from those characters, all from that first thing. And then I had spin-off characters, and that's where we got the catfish fillets and all the beating out unequally yolks and all that. All that came out of that one particular play.
Wow.
So just fast forward, we got off the stage in '96 because my kids got tired of me dragging them to rehearsals and making them be in plays and stuff like that. Kind of the rebellion that I had when I was 13. My kids like, Dad, listen, you're going to have to hold off on this. So we left the stage in '96. My pastor gave me an opportunity to produce an album for our church choir in 2003. And then in 2004, I had the opportunity to write some songs for our Head Start program. A song called Daddy's Love. And then I said, let's reinforce the story. So I wrote a play called Daddy's Love. That was in 2006. We have not been off the stage since then.
Wow.
2 to 3 productions a year. And then in 2015, we started doing movies. My first movie, Shakedown, the movie, still cracks me up when I watch it. Still love it. Then in 2016, we did Catfish Fillets, parts 1 and 2. A lot of people don't understand. We, I had a production team and we worked hard and we filmed 2 movies at one time.
Oh wow!
Over 10 days.
Whoa!
Yeah, it took us 10 days to film 2 movies, and we were worn out, and it was a lot of hard work. But God bless, and it's out. You can get it. You can see it.
Wow!
Catfish Fillets parts 1 and 2. Shout out to Byron Burroughs. We just lost Byron to a tragic situation a couple of weeks ago. And we're still praying for his family. And Be a Blessing Productions and the producers of Catfish Fillets, we're going to be doing something special in his memory because he formed a football league out where he was. So we're going to be a support system to that football league. Keep that going.
I know I didn't personally know Byron, but I see the outpour of everybody. And so when you see an outpour like that, you just know the person had a good spirit.
He's very helpful on set, always willing to help. And he and I had a conversation one time about children and coaching and stuff like that. He came to the house just to get some tickets. He ended up being there almost an hour talking about coaching and how refs can mess up and all this stuff.
Right.
We just went in, and then I get on this whole thing about responsible fatherhood. You get me talking about fatherhood.
Right.
Boom, it's over with. So so I knew that's part of his heart. So continuing that football league is gonna be great, and we are honored. Yeah, it's a privilege, to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I said, intellectual radio, on the scene, be in the mix, definitely send our prayers and our thoughts out to Byron and his family, because the hardest part is when everyone stopped talking and it's quiet, and you're there just to deal with the after, the quietness, and just have to go day to day without having that special person in your life. So yes, my prayers and thoughts, everything go out to to Byron and his family. So I want y'all to just go down the line and just let everybody know how they can contact you. We have actors here, we have actresses here, we have writers and directors. So just let everybody know how they can contact you. You know, whatever your Instagram, Facebooks, and all that is. You know, we can start with Patty Pat down there. We can start with Patty Pat.
We'll just take down my number at $7. No, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm Patrick Jr. That's how you can find me on Facebook, and then _Patrick Deal on Instagram and Twitter, and yeah, that's pretty much me. I don't use Snapchat because I don't see the point. I'm sorry, but yeah, so maybe one day. But yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Veronica Dillard on Facebook and Instagram. You can also follow me on SoundCloud, Veronica Dillard as well. My voiceover demo is on there.
Yes,
All right. I love it too.
Look, I'm like, yeah. Veronica, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Tell me something about it.
Well, my name is Karen McGee, MC, capital G-E-E, and I'm only on Facebook, so you guys can check me out.
These folks getting all fancy.
Okay,
And I also have a Karen McGee actress page.
MC.
Okay.
Capital G, it makes a difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, what you done?
Yes, I'm done. And Karen McGee, my actress page as well. Just go and check out the videos as well.
She got an actress.
Okay, fancy,
That's where Mr. Hall found me.
Okay.
She liked my page. And
See, there you go. So guys, gotta step your game up.
Get you an actress.
I forgot one more plug. Can I say one
Go
more thing?
ahead.
You can go to my website on patrickdeal.org. I have like all my blogs and stuff like that, and everything like updated with my shows and films and stuff. So if you don't see this interview, you'll see it on my website. So just let you know, patrickdeal.org. Visit me. You see my headshot, my pretty face.
Spell it out.
P-A-
Talk so fast.
He does.
P-A-T, I don't know if we're running for time, but PATRICKDEAL.org. So, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like you were saying PatrickDoIt.org.
I mean,
No.
that's
You didn't type that in, boy.
that's another movie that he's in. That's going
Right.
Yeah, that's something else. I mean, it would have been, but I'm taking that. So.
And you can reach me, Gerald Hall, on Facebook. I also have my Be a Blessing Production has a Facebook page, and Catfish for Lace has a Facebook page,
Catfish.
and Shakedown the Movie has a page, and Love Triangles Trilogy has a page, and King David's Prayer has a page.
Yes.
And I don't know how to do nothing else, so I'm on Instagram, and I don't even know how I got on there.
Yes. Yes.
So y'all pray for a brother.
Yes.
Y'all pray for a brother.
Well, you are definitely doing a lot, so it's okay if you don't know how to do those small little things.
Right.
If you're doing all this, we can live with that. But back to King David's Prayer, guys.
Yes.
Once again, it's going to be available to view for your viewing pleasure on Saturday, April 28th, 7 p.m. Tickets are $35. You can definitely go to Gerald Hall. You got information on your Facebook page on how to get the tickets.
The King David's Prayer page. We got a event, King David's Prayer event. You can go to Eventbrite and get tickets.
Yeah.
You can see any of the cast members and
Right.
get
We
tickets.
all have tickets.
Listen, some of y'all family members and friends of the cast, stop giving them all kind of excuses of what you got to do. You don't be.
Stop it.
You're
No,
gonna
my
be
family
in Florida
support
and all
this
this
for her.
other stuff. And
My
Yes,
family-
you see,
my
now,
family
Uncle the Cam family, y'all doing good.
They doing their thing. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pokes. Come on, y'all. Let's get
Come on,
together.
Pokes.
Yes.
Now,
Right.
I actually grew up down the street from their family,
Right.
from the Pope family. And I love Margie and Rachel and Diane. But I saw y'all when y'all was laughing at me when I was 15 and got arrested.
Aw.
I was the first Hall son to get arrested.
Oh, wow.
The preacher.
Wow.
And Margie and them was laughing at me on the porch. But we grew up in an area called Ragtown, and there pretty much the whole block was a big family. Shout out to Tianto and Rico and Chico, Pokes, all the Pokes, and the Williams family and the Adams family and the Halls. We always just had that block locked up.
Yes.
We're trying to
But
see
good people.
the face and the place.
Yeah, we
Come on
definitely
through.
want to see. I had a crush on Rachel growing up.
Ooh.
Rachel, I want to see you there. Okay.
Not with having Mrs. Hall.
No, Miss Hall understand. I was just thinking that too. I was crazy young. I was 15 years old, man. Rachel was fine. I was 15.
I can't wait till I get to 33 years. I can say whatever I want.
Right.
Don't get in trouble. I cannot wait for that moment.
Hormones all over the place.
I would not be in hot water. I cannot wait.
No, I tease Rachel like that. But yeah, listen, folks, come on out and see the production. We need your support. We need your support. We appreciate your support.
Yes,
we do not take it for granted.
Yes.
Okay, now look, we took Black Panther to $1 billion.
Yeah,
We took Black Panther to $1 billion.
that's right. We all got
Can y'all help me take? Look, if y'all just help me take Big Blessing to a couple of million, I won't be mad.
Okay, look.
I ain't got to go. I ain't got to go to $1 billion right
Okay,
away.
look.
Just take me to a couple of million this year, and we'll go from there.
We'll go from there.
We'll go from there.
Yes. Yes, it's very important, everybody.
Yes.
Just with our On the Scene show, we're all about supporting our independent artists. Putting the spotlight on those who are out here working diligently.
Yes.
Just because
Up at 3 o'clock
not
in
just
the
the
morning.
Beyoncés and the Mary J. Bliges
Right.
and all them, but it's people who 2-3 jobs.
Mhm.
Out here, working hard. To produce entertainment for people. So support your independent artists is very, very important.
Yes.
To let people know that you love and appreciate their hard work and not just patting them on the back and yada 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 as an excuse when it comes to purchasing a ticket.
Yeah.
But I see you spending money everywhere else, though. I ain't taking your money though.
But would be the first person to say, yeah, my man Gerald, he be doing plays and stuff. Man,
Right.
Yeah.
And he did that's my girl, that's my guy, And you ain't been not one of my shows.
So show your support.
But I'm your boy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been 30. This is our 34th stage production. You ain't been to one. That's my boy. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Love is an action word.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Love is an action word.
You know who you are.
Got him.
But I still love you.
That's right.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh, got kind of quiet in here.
It got quiet up in
Stop
here.
that.
Like,
Let the
Yeah.
church say it now.
How many people that they called in or liked it? What? Do we have enough to do? Put your bees up.
we're gonna put some V's up today.
Put some V's up.
You guys can still call in
Call in,
708-223-8953. Give you a chance to get some King David's prayer ticket. It's a musical saga.
That's right.
And even if you're really not into, take the biblical aspect out of it and just think of it as a salacious, torrid love story.
I see you.
With singing and stuff.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's
hip hop in it too.
hip
Oh, yeah,
hop,
yeah.
hip hop. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just think of it in that respect. Of coming to see a story about love, about deceit, about about pride, about everything that we deal with in
And consequences.
relationships, consequences,
Oh, yes.
comedy, music.
Yeah.
A great
Dance.
date night.
Yes.
Especially if you're dealing with someone you don't really want to talk to, just bring them.
Right.
You ain't got to talk to them.
Right.
You're home. You ain't got to deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get that tip for free. Yes. So guys, make sure you pick up your tickets. We have all these, wonderful, talented people that you can contact any of them,
That's
for
right.
tickets to the show. So definitely do that. And you can still call in 708-223-8953. Once again, that's 708-223-8953. So just for, because there's we live in Chicago, which is, we have LA, we have New York, and then we have Chicago, which
Right.
is, we're booming.
We boom.
Yeah.
All the film shooting here, a lot of, big theater, improv plays. So just let us know, from each of you, because everybody's on a different level here in their acting career, doing different things. Just any tips for those out there who's looking to get started, in this industry, and just a realistic view of what it looks like, and on a professional side, headshot, whatever information you can give to whoever.
Well, It's actually crazy you said that. I was just talking. I was having a conversation last Sunday when I was in church, and this young cat wanted to actually get started into acting, and kind of just wanted to know what's the first thing you should do. And I kind of gave him the whole, the basic, get a headshot. If you don't have a resume, just audition as much as possible. Just show your face. If you keep getting rejected, just keep going, because eventually, it's not even about skill. It's just about if you look the part, they'll book you, and then you can use that opportunity to just build your craft from there. Do workshops and things like that. But I would also say just stay encouraged, and believe in yourself, because because they didn't. I wasn't always this talented. You know what I'm saying? Like it took a lot of, like 4 years of college. 6 to 8 months of workshops and over $1,000 and 70, just a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's hard work, but it's the ambition, it's the drive, it's the encouragement and the support that I get that keeps me going, because I know, at the end of the day, this is what I love to do. This is what I'm meant to do.
Yes.
And so anybody and with any dream, I would say just keep it up and just stay encouraged and surround yourself with people who love you and support you, and you'll get there. For sure.
And you mentioned a couple of big things. First and foremost, this is what your purpose to do.
Right.
And in order to understand your purpose, you have to really understand the essence of who you are. You're worrying about being Beyonce and Kim Kardashian and whoever else. You have to really focus on you. And the second biggest thing, which people I just don't understand why. You have to invest in yourself.
Right.
So a person will go buy a pair of Jordans before they'll go pay for a class.
Right.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Dropping bars.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
So invest in yourself. If I'm gonna spend $1,000, best believe I'm gonna spend it on something that's gonna make me $1 million later. Not something that's gonna depreciate.
For sure.
In my closet, ain't nobody worried about no Jordans. Right. Jordan ain't worried about Jordan, okay? He ain't even wearing them. Look, stop. Invest in yourself. Get the proper pictures. Do what you got to do. Let me stop preaching. I ain't done.
No, but you know what I always say though, like regardless of like whatever is, when it comes to acting, the biggest investment, is like probably the headshot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a resume, the look is what will sell you.
Yeah.
So, I always tell people, if you have something and nobody else, outside of that spectrum will see it, but you believe in yourself and the cast workers will eventually see it, get that headshot done, look yourself up, and they're going to just say, you know what? I like your eyes. I want you to be in Bad Boys 3. You know what
like my eyes?
All right now.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, man, it's just, but I think you want to always too, kind of just value your own success as well.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because, I think when you look to everybody else about where they're you can very discourage yourself.
Yes.
Tremendously. Because the mind it's to everybody, it's very fragile. You don't want to influence yourself to think that you'll never get there.
Right.
If you've done so much already, already you're doing it. So I thank God and everybody else that I'm here doing radios, and doing plays. Meeting my network is getting. I'm gonna testify, y'all. No, because I've been there. So I'm just saying, like anybody who has a dream, man, just stay encouraged, believe in yourself, and just love, man. And you'll get it back tenfold. Promise you.
Man.
Absolutely. You got anything else for us, B?
I'm talking a lot.
You got to start talking.
I can't. No, but I would say to piggyback on that, you definitely have to invest in yourself. Even if you got to get a personal trainer, go to the orthodontist. I did, whatever you have to do to make yourself noticeable. You have to be around like-minded people.
Yeah.
It's definitely, a lot of word of mouth, a lot of networking. So you want to put yourself in the, position to meet fellow actors and actresses.
Yes.
If you have, the comedy scene, I also do stand-up comedy as well. That's another good venue to put yourself out on the stage.
It is. Yes, yes.
So and then you definitely, workshops, different acting classes. I took voiceover classes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have your voiceover demo reel, your acting demo reel.
Right.
Even an agent. I actually just got picked up by an agent about a couple.
Let's get it.
Shout out to the Santi Talent. So
Yeah.
that definitely helps too. The more people the further you grow. So I'm an advocate about that.
Yes, absolutely. You definitely hit some big points because you can't be in the house with it.
Right.
You got to be out. You got to be out supporting. If you want support,
you have to give
guess
support.
what?
Yep.
Right.
You got to give it. Okay.
Right.
You gotta get out there. You got to be seen.
Right.
Hit me with it.
Hit
me one time. Bam.
I'm sorry, but I just wanted to add just a few more things. For me, I had to learn to work on the inner me because sometimes our inner me is our enemy, and as a result,
you better stop playing.
There's been times, like Patrick said, that I've talked myself out of blessings that I know God was trying to give to me, and so I'm at a place in my life right now where all I have is Him, and so I have no other choice but to believe in Him and to just know that He's going to take me to the door that He wants me to run into. So my prayer has been for Him to close any door that He doesn't want me to go into.
That's right.
For sure.
Yes.
And to open every door that He wants me to go into so that I can remain. So this is what I want to say is definitely believe in God. Remain, have integrity, definitely character, and don't allow your wanting to be in front of a camera ruin who you are as a person.
That's right.
And also definitely get the headshots. Jen Stanko did mine.
Yes,
she's
mine
really
too.
excellent, and she's very reasonable, and she's like compassionate about what she does. And I recently got picked up with an agent. It's been a long time. Shout out to talent.
Yes.
So that's all I want to say. And just remain humble and just be true to yourself. And also networking is always great.
Yes.
And being around people who have whose spirits who wants to see you succeed.
There you go.
Because oftentimes you're around people who don't feel good about themselves. So definitely they try to discourage you if you don't stand flat-footed, like Patrick said already. Then you will begin to listen to those other voices outside of you.
That's true.
So, so again, you guys, I know if you all come out to support, you all would really enjoy this. I'm going to call it a ministry because that's what it does to us every time we laugh, because there's ministry and laughter, and there's ministry and camaraderie, and we even pray together. And they already said family that prays together stays together.
There you go.
And we all have humble hearts. So I love this cast. I thank Mr. Hall for allowing me to be a part of this as well. And so I'm done. And thank you guys again.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, I'm supposed to say something.
We gotta be all in the field.
Right. The advice that I would give people is it begins with just one step.
That's it.
If you're a writer, pick up the pen.
That's right.
If you're an actor, go on the audition.
That's right.
If you're a singer, sing the note.
That's right.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
And if you don't know exactly what to do in the area that you want to be in, get on Google and find out what to do and how to do it.
Figure it out.
Get some knowledge.
Yes.
And the thing is also certify
Yeah.
your knowledge, certify your position.
Yeah.
If you were an associate producer on something, then I was associate producer.
Right.
If you did some work on a project, be proud of what you've done.
Yes.
Certify what you've done. Get a piece of paper saying I did this.
Yes.
Right.
So that once your resume is built, nobody can take that away.
That's right.
Go.
That's
But
right.
the other thing is, once you're given something, do it to the best of your ability.
Amen.
And give it all you got. Okay. And I tell people that, you always have to keep a project in front of you.
Right.
You should be working on something every day. Every day. If you can't, you got to run for the vision every day. And if you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl.
Exactly.
If you can't crawl, then you got to scooch.
Roll over.
Now, if you can't scooch, then give me a call. I'll cast all them kinks out.
You heard it here. Okay.
Listen, you got look, good people. We got to put the work in.
Yeah.
The only place you're gonna find success before work is in the dictionary.
Right.
Okay, you gotta put the work in. And people who say I can and people who say I can't are both right.
Right.
Message.
They are. Message.
Oh, where my reach when you need them?
Yes, I
know. So we do ask that people pray for us.
Yes.
That they support us. If you want to be in the movie or in a production, give us a call. But stop saying that you're gonna come and audition and then you don't show up.
Right.
Okay. Let's keep it real. You got folks out here who will schedule an audition with you and they don't show up.
I've never done
Okay.
that.
All right. That's not a lot of integrity. Okay. We've been at this for a while. We've been at this for a while. So, we up on all the things and, so let's just be real about this. Let's do, if you want to do it, let's be serious and let's keep it 100.
Yeah, let's keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
Yes, so you guys, we are here on the scene at IntellectualRadio.com, beinthemix.com with the talented writer, actor, director. You know what? He just do it all.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough breath. Hallelujah.
Hey.
So so he does it all, and we're so grateful for him. Mr. Gerald Hall, because he's putting, actors and actresses and people on the crew. He's providing work, and he's providing, experience, and he's providing things within our community that we need for those resumes to get built up.
We've had people to say that you've made our dreams come true.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm so grateful to God for that.
Yes.
I really am. Really am. Let's give them a little bit of put your bees up. Y'all didn't call in.
Yeah, so we gonna put your bees up because we gotta cut it out pretty soon.
You want me to split the whole thing? Or
as much as we can. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, on radio?
So good. We're gonna give y'all a sneak peek. So and y'all come out to do it. Ready? 1, 2,
put your bees up.
Hey.
Put your bees up.
Hey.
Oh, God is calling us.
Hey.
Always a triumph.
Hey.
Now put your bees up.
Hey.
I sing your praise up. Oh, God is calling us.
Hey.
Always a triumph.
Check this
Those
out.
Amalekites, those Moabites, those Amorites, those Midianites, about to bring the fight to the Israelites. We whooped them day and night from sunrise to twilight. Those enemies didn't realize that God was on his people's side. He didn't have to fight with our own might. The battle's not yours. It belongs to the Lord. Every step of the enemy is crushed by Jehovah. Brothers and sisters, rise. Your strength shall never fall. Because no weapon formed against us shall never prosper. Now put your bees up. Put your bees up. All God is calling us. Always triumph. Put your bees up. Sing your praise up. All God is calling us. Always a triumph.
Make sure you grab some tickets to King David's Prayer, Saturday, April 28th. BA Blessing Productions. Yes. So go to King David's Prayer on Facebook. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in on the scene, IntellectualRadio.com.
Bees for victory.
Be in the mix. Put them bees up. Bees up. I put them bees up.